Sports really do have the power to bring people together, even in the most unlikely of places.
And that's the case with Hoops for Christ. WHS 11's Whitney Harding introduces us to a local man who's using basketball to bring hope to those who need it the most. Whitney?
Well, Doug and Renee, Phillip Morrison for basketball, it's always been about wins and losses for him. Now, he played college ball at Asbury and then went overseas and played professionally. Now, years later, he is back home and has found a new passion for the game. And it's still about winning and losing, but now, more importantly, it's about helping lost souls find a way to win. This is not an unusual scene. A group of former basketball players getting together at an empty gym after work to train and have some fun. But this is an unusual group because improving at the game of basketball is not all they have come to do.
I think more than anything we can see that, basketball is a universal language.
Phillip Morrison has seen this power of basketball firsthand. He played professionally in the Philippines and while there also worked to not just improve his game but improve lives around him. He quickly saw if you combine basketball with the Bible, it's a winning team.
So I hooked up with a missionary and he took me into the slums of the Philippines. So we went to slums, the gyms. That's where God really opened my eyes to the purpose of basketball. And that's where I got the idea of Hoops for Christ.
Phillip recruited his best friend from his PRP high school days, Terrence Farley, to join his new organization.
And it all started from us in the west end of Louisville on a concrete court with 2 kids in a free clinic.
We're offering pro-level training, but most importantly, investing in these kids, teaching them life skills and the gospel.
Phillip quickly saw it wasn't just children who he could communicate with through basketball. This year, he and his group have started what they call the prison tour. And it's pretty much what it sounds like. They go into a prison and take on a team.
So the best inmates in that prison come together and they play against us in front of usually a packed out crowd. So it's all inmates in there. So you can imagine the environment is very electric.
When I walk into the jail and I see them warming up on the court, Tatrip, I don't see inmates. I really don't. I see another human being right across from me, and he's a competitor. He wants to win like I want to win, and I think that's the greatest thing about basketball.
The games have become incredibly popular, but it's not just basketball the prisoners enjoy. It's Phillip and his teammates who give the inmates hoops and hope.
One of the starting point guards for one of the teams was my college teammate. I did not know that. I walked in and he came right up to me, gave me a hug, and he was so very quick to say, man, it's just good to see you, see a face that I know. And just, there was no shame there. He told me, hey, this is my thing, and I got to take him to the side and encourage him.
What we try to do is we try to empower them. Obviously, they can still come back into society and make a powerful impact on it. That's the belief that we'd like to give them, and give them hope, because it's the greatest gift that you can give someone is hope.
For more information on the organization, you can go to hoopsforchrist.org. And guys, I asked Terrence Farley, because he played for Louisville, were there any Kentucky fans in any of these prisons they went to? And he said, yes, there were. They didn't really give him any razzing or anything like that because he is 6'11", but he did hear them say, hey, that guy went to Louisville. So there was a bit of that kind of going on there. Whitney Harding, WHAS 11 News.